Hello, everyone. I'm okay. Hey, Glenn, how are you? I'm okay. My computer's acting really slow. I had to restart this morning, and for whatever reason, iMessaging is yeah. So I'm not able to. I tried to force quit it, but hopefully soon it'll do its thing. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Coffee and Vinyl number 245. I lost the electricity yesterday morning here at RecordKrate Raleigh, and I had to restart the computer this morning when I came in. So there we go, folks. Hey, if you're watching the replay, welcome. Thank you so much. One thing I want to talk about is my vinyl flat today, and cool things like that. So there we go. So this is the vinyl flat. I'm guessing it weighs 10, 12, 15 pounds. It's pretty heavy. But hey, good morning, Donald. How are you? So I'm going to take it out of the plastic and share with you what happened. So here's the story. One of my customers purchased this back in the summer, and was really excited about it. And they were telling me about it, and they were I was giving them some records to take and try, and they would take the vinyl flat and they would put a record in, and then they would put it in the oven, and they just weren't getting any success at all. Here's what it looks like. And there's a wing nut right here that I'm going to take off. And so they were like, I'm giving up. And so last week, he walked in the door and he says, here. And I was like, okay. I said, hey, that's your vinyl flat. He said, yes, it is. He said, you see if you can do something with it. So here we go. This is the top. This is the base. Some felt. Oops. 2 spacers. Another piece of felt. Make sure I don't lose anything. And there you go. So I've been busy watching videos and reading as much as I can about it, and trying to figure it out. And I kept going back to reading about the bag. It's like a bag. Imagine you order a pizza and they come to your house with the pizza inside of a bag, and they pull the pizza out and say, here, there's a pizza for you, and I keep the bag. Well, imagine that. And so the story goes is that you can take this, place your record in there, and in lieu of putting it in the oven, you put it in the bag. And I'm going to show you what the bag looks like, but I'm also going to show you what came with this. Oh, this is heavy for one hand. This is 2 adapters, spacers for 7-inch records. And I don't know if there's a 10-inch version or not, but and then also it's shipped with how to use a kitchen oven with a vinyl flat. Tips for successful record flattening. An estimate heating, cooling chart. And it breaks it down to how much your vinyl weighs. It talks about RCA Dynaflex Dynagroove 1970s. The weight was between 90 and 105 grams. And they break it down with other labels like Arista, Atlantic, Asylum, Columbia, Crystallis, on and on, ECM. It even gets into 200 grams. And so it's really neat. It's really neat. So there you go. So I get online and I start reading and looking at videos, and I'm thinking, I think the bag would be a better choice. So I go online and I read about the bag and I watch more videos. And hey, Miss Southern Belle, good morning. Cheers, Miss Southern Belle. Happy New Year. Yeah. And so I go and I order the bag. And so the bag comes in. It's a pretty good sized box. Much larger than a record. I don't have a record handy to show you. Imagine that. There we go. So you can get an idea about the size. There you go. Yeah. I got to listen to that record there. It's a private press. Hey, Swamp. I was saying earlier that my computer had to restart, and it's very slow restarting today for some reason. I don't know why. And I think it has something to do with iMessaging not loading properly. So the vinyl flat arrives, and all I've done is just open the box. So I like to see what's in here and check it out. I'm going to check and see if iMessages. Oh, iMessage has properly loaded, I think. But anyway, so I'm excited to use this, folks, and see what kind of results I'm getting. It comes with a thermometer. It's a digital food thermometer. I'm thinking that this might be kind of a generic thermometer. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what it looks like. Miss Southern Belle, if you watch Adam the Woo, he's been in Georgia, and he's been doing a lot of videos of little small towns. And if you'd like to check him out, that'd be really cool. Adam the Woo. If you need a link, let me know, and I'll send it to you. Comes with a battery. Comes with instructions. And here's the thermometer. There we go. Thermometer it is. All right. So now it's time to take a look at the bag, the actual bag itself. Folks, I had a wonderful time last night at State of Beer. They were doing a little celebration for some new beers that they had brewed, and that coincided with a movie that's coming out. And if you look on my Instagram page, you'll see all about that. Okay, here we go. Taking it out of the bag. Taking the bag out of the bag. Okay, so it comes with instructions. On the back is safety precautions. Yeah. Donald, do you have any records that are not flat? Okay, here's the bag. I feel something right there. It could be just the fold. Oh, it's got Velcro on it. Here we go. This is the inside. This is the outside. I do feel something right here, so this must be like the heating element. So I'm going to close it up. So understand that you put your record in the vinyl flat and then put it inside the bag. And then once you put it in the bag, you plug this in, and then you have a selector here. So this reminds me a little bit of a heating pad, like for your back. It does say Sunbeam. Maybe somebody recognizes this. High, medium, low, off. Is this like for your heating pad for your back? High, medium, low, off. And if it is, does that mean that there's a heating pad in here? Does that mean that if I finish flattening a record for the day and my back's not feeling good, I can put this under my back? I'm just teasing, folks. So there we go. So Donald does have a record that's not flat. I have a lot of records that are dished, and a lot of times I'll put those in the charity bins or the dollar bins. And also gives me an opportunity to teach people how to inspect records. If they say, "Oh my gosh, it looks great! I can't believe I'm getting this record for $1." And I said, "Well, let's talk about the condition of it. There's a reason it's in the dollar bin, or a reason it's in the charity bin." And so I'm excited to try it out, folks. Donald, I'll have to try one of your records, but you know, it's a learning curve. It's a learning process now. I don't want to put your 1959, or was it 1958, kind of blue in there, and I mess it up. One thing I noticed with my buddy, there's instructions. A lot of ovens today, you know, they go tit, 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 and it locks in on the temperature. Sometimes it overheated and it began to look like the surface looked like Mars or the moon. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing it, folks. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. And when I start to do it, this thing is so heavy. I'm going to oh, that'd be wonderful, Donald. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And sometimes we get a new pressing, and it depends on how it's stored and how it's shipped. It could be warped. Now I understand that if you got like a ribbon warp, you know, where it's like multiples, ripple ribbon, that and I say ribbon because I think about ribbon candy. I understand that it just doesn't work very well for that. But there's this guy I've been commenting back and forth on YouTube, and he was saying that he's had success with dished records. So that's really cool. I know I had a bunch of wonderful records that were dished that ended up being in the free bins. Wonderful titles, yeah. So if you like to follow my journey, please do. Definitely keep you in touch. I'm going to inspect some records for a few moments here, folks. Something I need to do anyway. So this is Johnny Winter. I feel like I'm out of center. There we go. This is Johnny Winter, and I feel like my computer needs to pick up more stuff. Maybe I'll tilt it up a little bit. There we go. Johnny Winter, the Progressive Blues Experiment. I love the back. Look at those stylish clothes that Johnny Winter is wearing. Look at those wonderful backgrounds, those repeating patterns. I love it. So anyway, this will go in the dollar bin. I've got a stack of records this high. There we go. Journey, Frontiers. If this is in beautiful condition, it'll probably sell before the weekend. Well, the surface looks nice. All right. It is acceptable. Acceptable. Very cool. We even had snow this week. Unbelievable. Journey, Frontiers, acceptable, acceptable. Great songs of Christmas. No way. Guy came in the other day, another buyback, and he had 30 Christmas songs. And I'm like, sorry, buddy. I think I ended up buying Nat King Cole, but I was like, wrong time of the year. I don't want to store these. Once Upon a Time, the Letterman. Yeah. They're on Capitol. So that's got the serial number that starts with a T, which is awesome. So it's a mono. And knowing that it's a Capitol, knowing how many of the records I've played by the Beach Boys and the Beatles, this probably would sound okay. Even still, I'm going to put it in the dollar bin. I'm not sure if this is the correct inner sleeve for a Capitol. I know that Columbia did a lot of these for the, it's perforated, and you tore it off, and that was opening the record. It didn't have shrink wrap. So I don't know if I've seen a Capitol do that or not. Yeah. Well, Donald, when you got your replacement, hopefully you didn't have to pay for it. Yeah. Okay, Letterman. Let's see what's next. Oh, Letterman. Alive Again. Naturally. That sounds like Alone Again. Gilbert O'Sullivan. Art department. This must have preceded Glamour Shots. Yeah, this is a dollar record also. Yeah. So this was the estate where there was like 665 records, and I knew there was probably some that were not in beautiful condition, but I was hoping for more. This is Kingston Trio, totally trashed, split cover. Split jacket, should I say. Oh boy. I don't want you to fall. You know, my counter is only this wide, and I can get 2 records on there, but they hang off like that much on each side. Have to do the balance and act. Hey, good morning, Jeff. Cheers. Since shrink wrap can warp records, that perforated bag sounds like a good idea. There you go. I know when I was buying records in the 80s, I was told, oh no, shrink wrap, that'll warp your records. I don't know if that's ever been proven or not. I know that whenever I get a record in, it's got shrink wrap on it. My goal is to keep it on there. But I do like to, if necessary, what is going on? If necessary, put it in a bag and put the record behind it. This is the Jukes, okay? And every one of these guys, well, they're not wearing the same shirt, but they're definitely not wearing a shirt at all. Yeah, this one's $1 also. The Jukes, you know, I need to do some research and get my thoughts together. So we had the Asbury Jukes, and we have the Jukes. I don't know if it's the same group, different name. And I think they're all somewhat from the New Jersey area. And I think they all maybe have a Bruce Springsteen connection. That's why I need to do it. Research. Check it out. Okay, make sure. Yep. Make sure. So the ones that are beautiful, ready to sell, the covers, jackets facing up. The ones that aren't, jackets facing down, so I can go back and price these. So I've had this record many times, and I probably have one over there in the bins now. Repeat, the best of Jethro Tull Volume 2. Repeat. Well, actually, I just got this confused with MU. But this one is embossed, and it's really neat. There's some moisture. Had gotten to it. Jeff, you've been getting a lot of gifts. Lots of new records been coming your way. I've been watching you on YouTube. Okay, this is acceptable. Nope. It's a dish. So I'm going to put this in the dollar bin. Yeah. Linda Ronstadt. Nelson Riddle. I thought they did a fine job with these 3 records. I think it was 3 records that she did with Nelson, and that was more of her contribution to jazz. Her voice is incredible. Yeah. This will probably go in the $3 bin. $3, 5 for 10, just because this is a plentiful record. It's really good. It's just plentiful. Let's see. I did pay for it. It was Gary Rafferty, City to City. I bought the replacement for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Understand. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking maybe it was a new pressing, a new release. Yes, it's been a bit overboard for sure with so many. I hear you. Well, we've been getting some good stuff. And lo and behold, folks, one of my crate keepers in Wake Forest, he finally got his radio station up and running online, and everything's working out just great with it. And he's sharing it now. So I tuned into it yesterday some, and I tuned into it this morning some. And Jeff, you would love it because he loves a lot of the heavier music, and he loves a lot of the 80s heavier music, and he likes the hair metal, and so it was just really neat. But he also throws in some blues and some other cool things. I have to share that with everybody. Yeah. Donald, do you have any thoughts on shrink wrap and warping records? This is Les Diamond, Fire Power. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. Surface looks great. Yeah. It needs an inner sleeve, but I'll definitely put this baby out for sale. Woohoo. The guy that I got these from, this is not his name, but there's a name on here, Jeff Allen. And there's some things that you can take an eraser. I remember in school we would take the composition books and we would take an eraser and we would erase our part of it in the shape of our name, and it would turn white. And it looks like this happened right here. I never knew that. I never thought about that again. Fog hat, full for the city, full for the city. It's got a split right here. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah, this one has to go in the trash bin. This one is just poor. It's got, I can't show you folks, but it's got a line that goes like that, where apparently somebody took something, a screwdriver or something. So this might have to be cover upgrade, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'll take this inner sleeve and put it in the Les Diamond. Hey, good morning, Ron. Cheers, Ron. Welcome to Coffee and Vinyl. I had a rough start this morning with Coffee and Vinyl, Ron, but you're welcome to go back and watch the replay. Talked about the vinyl flat this morning. See, Donald says, excuse me, that was wrong. And then Donald says, I heard that shrink can warp a record. As a rule, I don't leave the shrink on a record. I have bought some vintage records still sealed and have not had any problems. Yeah. I don't know, Don. For me, it's very, very difficult to take the shrink off a record, even if the shrink is, it has shrink, but it's torn over here and it's just hanging over. I'll put it in a bag and put it out there and try to keep the shrink on there and let the next person decide. Yeah. Ooh. Here's a good title. Foghat Live. Full for the city. I love it. Oh, you guys should have been with me for my one of my 7-inch cells. I was singing every song that I knew that was on the 7. So this has got a die cut on it, folks, and I do have to put it in a bag because in the bins people will be like this. And next thing you know, this will be torn to messes. I do like that look. I think text is very powerful, and I think this is a good example. All right, let's take a look at the vinyl. All right, the surface looks good. Yay! Very cool. This will be a record that somebody will enjoy. Jeff says I have bought some 80s, still sealed, and only on occasion found them working. I wonder if it's more storage than temperature. I think you're right, Jeff. I've gotten many pre-love records in before. I try to ask people, how did you store them? How were they found? And I think you can stack them up like pancakes. It's a recipe for disaster. But it's always neat. It's very difficult for me to open a factory sealed record, a vintage one. This one's not flat. Yeah. But, it's not flat. It's not dished. It's just, it probably will play okay. But with me knowing that it's not flat, I'm not going to put $5 on it or $10 or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I know better. But hey, if you get this out of the dollar bin and you put a pair of red leather pants on the wall, there you go. Here's another one of the Linda Ronstadt records. Now this shrink is messed up. It's messed up. So yeah, the shrink is ripped all the way at the bottom. Darn it. Oh, it's got an old sticker on it. Let's see where it came from. Strawberries. I could barely see it, folks. But I think that says strawberries. So I will save this little thing. It was $8.99. $8.99. What would that have been? Late 80s? So I'll save this little part right here. Actually, I'll put this right here and save it anyway. Ron says I spent a few days cataloging my entire collection. Holy smoke, Ron! Do you have any tips for us if anybody would like to catalog their records, Ron? Any tips? This one's got this one's a little wonky. But there she is, the lovely Linda Ronstadt, and there's Arthur Fiedler. And on the back, these records are just incredible. Even if it's not your type of music, even if you'll never listen to it again, you owe it to yourself to go to YouTube and listen to some of these and to hear how well they were recorded and how well her voice is on these. Do you have those records, Don? Maybe you can chime in on that. You used a spreadsheet. I did strictly alphabetical order instead of genre. Well, the cool thing about spreadsheets is that you can add another column. I think it's called a column, and you can do more. And then you can sort it. How in the world did this get messed up? So this is Living in the USA, Linda Ronstadt. I showed one of these somewhere recently. There you go. So, Donald, I don't know if it's fair to say this or not, but could that have been Linda Ronstadt's best vocal work? I would have to really talk to someone who really loves Linda Ronstadt and much more than me. Jeff did his online. It took him a long time to get 3,000 plus of all media, CDs and vinyl. Maybe some cassettes, Jeff? Yeah. In Wake Forest on the wall, I have a picture disc of this record, and this is the picture disc, and it's all wonky. It will never play. and I have it on the wall for decoration. This one, the vinyl's great. This is the cover and the inner sleeve is a little messed up, but nothing that you couldn't do a dry press. Yeah. 11 cassettes. That's awesome. Awesome, Jeff. Yeah, I like cassettes, but that's just me. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Exile. Emotions. Are these the guys that did I Want to Kiss You All? They are. It's on here, too. I want to kiss you all over again. To the something, da-da-da. I have some people that come in with their phones and they look to see if they have it. And they're like, well, let me check the condition of the one I have. And then, oh, this is going to be an upgrade. Well, this is $1 record. You have 450, and I'll drop the. It's just a drop in the bucket. I don't have them, as I recall her from her documentary. Those records were a project that she had a hard time convincing her label to back. Wow. And you have to do your CDs, Ron. Well, that's cool, Don. Yeah, whenever the next Linda Ronstadt person that I talk to that loves Linda Ronstadt, that knows so much about Linda Ronstadt, I'm going to ask them to tell me if that was her best vocal yet. I know that it's recorded differently and it sounds differently. I think they sound wonderful. I'll probably play them all day here today. I have Heart Like a Wheel. Yes. And you think that's her best album. Yours is the MoFi. Is Super Love on there too? Or The Exile? Oh gosh. Do I have a mod that can take care of TAM for me, please? Super Love. Sounds like that would be on Rick James's record. No Super Love. You Thrill Me. Never Gonna Stop. There's Never Been a Change. There's Been a Change. You and Me. Ain't Got No Time. Don't Do It. One Step at a Time. And Stay With Me. Yeah. This is 78. I need to visit their page, Wikipedia page, and see what's happening there. Yeah. But I don't know if they were just 6 guys singing or if they played their own instruments or whatever they did, whatever they do. Yeah. Wow. Folks, so sorry about the getting here late this morning and the bumpy start, but I appreciate everybody hanging out with me this morning. Hope you have a fabulous day. We do have sunshine, so I'm in Raleigh today. Cheers. I'll be in Wake Forest tomorrow. I might do a sell tonight. They went country. Oh, is the record I have there, Don? Is that country or pop or rock? I Want to Kiss You All Over was their first hit on the pop charts. They were crossed over to country. Okay. Then they crossed over to country. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for the info. I might do a sell tonight, a live sell tonight. Definitely a live sell tomorrow night. I got to go to the truck and bring some records in. I got some. I wish I had them here to show, but I got a slow start. I got 2 of the Tone Poet releases. One's Tyner McCoy. I don't remember the other one. They were very Alabama-esque. Okay, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. I think some of the Alabama stuff is good. I'm not proud at all of their choices for album covers. And because of that, some of their records just don't get on the floor for sale here. But, you know, growing up in the 80s, you heard Alabama. You heard Alabama, Alabama, Alabama. And with us being so close to Myrtle Beach, which, as I understand, they played in Myrtle Beach like crazy. Alabama did. So, yeah, you probably saw Alabama 2 or 3 times, didn't you, Ron? Yeah. So there you go. But follow my journey for the vinyl flat. Let's see what happens and how it behaves and cool things like that. Yeah, there you go. Jeff, you may have missed this yesterday, but there's a group called Alice Cooper. They had a record called Easy Action. And then Ray Charles released a record called The Ray Charles Collection. And I think it's great that the covers are so similar. Was not in the country as a well, you know, I think they played Alabama on every radio station in our area, Ron. I can't even think of the songs that they played, but there were several songs that were played on the pop stations, like maybe 101.5 WRAL, which was very adult contemporary sounding at the time. I wondered about that, Jeff. I haven't done any research yet, but the Ray Charles is a Canadian pressing. And the crazy thing is that colors, layout, font choices on the back. I think it'd be cool to have a T-shirt that says Alice Cooper, Ray Charles, same font. I just think it's cool. Yeah. Darn if somebody didn't have to write all over it. They put copied, meaning they recorded on either cassette or reel to reel. And then they put, right here, they put same as tender side. I have no idea what that means. Well, cool. But they got their start at the Bowery in Myrtle Beach. Oh, yeah. I know that they were popular in Myrtle Beach. It seems like as a kid, every time we went down there, you would see a sign or a newspaper listing that they were playing. I'm gonna get off that, folks. I got to bring some stuff in. Baby girl's been fed. I got to clean up some stuff and put some things around. I had a scare yesterday when the electricity went off down here. And the scary part is that there's 2 pumps that pump sewer out of the building. And when there's no electricity, they don't pump. And so, long story short, I learned that the guy who owned the building sold it to another company because I called him up and said, hey, I don't have any electricity. He says, well, I don't own the building anymore. You have to call so-and-so. And I was like, okay, cool. So I had to spend time researching it. It took forever. And they're like, who are you? And I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, have a blast today, folks. So today should be a much milder day. All right, rock and roll, everybody. See you soon.